the mustard seed win the race? Because the tomato couldn't catch up. I'm Anna Stevenson. I'm your host today for the Daily Jolt. We're going to be singing some awesome songs. We're going to be watching an epic beauty pageant. We're going to be seeing what Nature Boy is up to. And we're going to learn how Isaac discovered grace. Join me as we sing our first song, one of your favorites, The Mustard Seed.
If you have faith like a little grain of mustard, woo-woo, that's what the Lord says to you. If you have faith like a little grain of mustard, woo-woo, that's what the Lord says to you. You can tell a mountain, move out the way, move out the way, move out the way. You can tell the mountain, move out the way. If you have faith like a little grain of mustard, that's what the Lord says to you. If you have faith like a little grain of mustard, that's what the Lord says to you. You tell the mountain, move out the way, move out the way, move out the way. You tell the mountain, move out the way, move out the way, move out the way. Out the way, out the way, out the way, and the mountains out the way, out the way, out the way. Olé!
Welcome back, guys, and today I'm your host of Costume Divas. On this special episode, each contestant will have exactly 5 minutes to pick out a costume and then strut their stuff. Let's go and meet some of the contestants. Contestant 1, please say your name.
My name is Heather Featherweight the Fourth.
Very, very nice to meet you, and we'll move on to the second contestant.
My name is Viola Vandersport.
Very nice to meet you. And for our third contestant.
My name is Anna Weregood.
Ooh, very fancy. And for our last contestant, we have...
Isaac Curly Fry. I don't really align myself with the divas. I'm more of a bro, so.
Right, well,
happy
on
to
this
be
show,
here.
you're gonna be a diva! Alrighty, folks, let's go meet our judge! Woo!
Hello, I am Brenna Tights. Have you heard of the clothing tights? Those are named after me and my family. Yes, yes. Alright, you four beautiful fashion diva people, I need to hear a woo! I love the excitement, but it doesn't look too good on you, darlings. That's fine. All right, my dears. You have 5 minutes to pull together the campiest outfit you can muster. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Go! Go, my darlings! Go!
I'll get there when I get there. Make my way.
And we're back, folks. Here comes our contestants. Let's see how they did.
Ah, yes. My ugliest.
Well, when I went to look for my outfit, I was looking for something bold, and I gotta say, this is pretty bold if I do say so myself. I'm excited to see how this competition pans out, even though I know I'm gonna win.
I chose this outfit because I wanted to include all types of fashion. This jacket, Western. This dress, tropical. That horse, more Western.
I chose this outfit because I decided to combine two parts of Japanese culture that I actually know, the elegance and the farming.
I chose this outfit based on my favorite designer, Armand Fluffenhofer. It combines the grace and beauty of Paris and the Midwest of America in the 1950s. I do think I look fabulous.
My darlings, my dear ugly children, you did not disappoint me, I'm glad to say. I will say though, let's see. I love this hat. I love the straw that can poke my eye out. I love the shiny, wealthy look of this. I will say, my dear, learn more geography. That's all I have to say to you. You, on the other hand, oh, forgive me. Actually, do not forgive me. I do not beg for forgiveness from peasants. You look like Anastasia from Cinderella. Bring me some fierceness, my dear. Add me some fierceness. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Anastasia was a princess. What are you?
Aha! All right, let's see. I have the love interest in a movie. We call him The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I like the crown. Very good. Classic homecoming high school touch. I will say we are best high school. So I would say look for more camp. And for you, my dear, this, the epitome of elegance. I like the jacket. I like the necklace. I like the luau. I hit the pineapple, wouldn't you say? All right, my dears. The winner is...
You'll have to vote on a TRC Instagram page. That's all the time we have for this time, folks, on this episode of Costume Divas.
Thank you, Claire. Now let's go see what Nature Boy is up to.
Hey boys and girls, Nature Boy back again, and I have a special guest today. We actually have a local resident here in the Nature Center called Crush, the Russian tortoise. Now, Crush being a Russian tortoise actually can go by multiple different names, starting with the Afghan tortoise, the Central Asian tortoise, the Horsefields tortoise, or even the four-toed tortoise. And Crush actually has some special needs. He actually needs to be outside walking, exploring his surroundings for at least an hour a day. So I thought for today, we would take him out and show him around the camp. So just give me a second here to grab him, and we'll be on our way. Alright guys, now that I have Crush, let's go. Welcome back, boys and girls. We're actually down here at the horse barn with Crush, introducing him to some other wildlife native to camp here. This is one of the horses down at the horse barn. Cool fact about Crush, he's actually a male Russian tortoise, and you can actually identify Russian tortoises, number one, on their claws. If you take a look at Crush's claws, his front ones are actually super long, and that's a characteristic of males, but you can also tell based on his tail. His tail back here is actually super long, and he actually curls it up in almost inside his shell to the side. Also something characteristic of the males, while the females of his species typically only have very short, pudgy ones. Well, I don't think Crush so much likes the horses, so we're gonna keep moving on, guys. Let's go. Hey, boys and girls. The next stop on our trip is actually the zip line, right? Where kids go zooming down, flying across the lake. And I just figure we would show Crush the sight. But actually, cool fact about the Russian tortoises, this guy was actually the first creature to go to the moon and back. That's right. In September of 1968, Russia actually sent 2 Russian tortoises up to the moon, flew around the moon, and came back on their Russian Zond 5 mission. It's pretty cool. And so, today, I thought we would just try to take Crush back and let him reminisce about his past times in the air. All right, we're off to our next spot. Let's go. Welcome back, boys and girls, to our final destination. Yes, it is the boat dock. It's such a peaceful, calming place. But there's something specific that I wanted to talk about with Crush here. And that is that, we brought him on this walk today for a special reason, Crush loves going on walks. He loves the physical exercise. He loves just being outdoors. It's something that makes him happy and makes him feel healthy, And this is something that Jesus specifically talks about in reference to self-care in the Bible. And I'm reminded of Luke chapter 5, which actually begins with Jesus performing 2 miracles. The first one being that he helped the fishermen out on the lake he told them to cast their nets on the other side, and they actually caught so much fish that they almost sunk the boats that they were in. And then right after that, he actually healed someone's son. Right after that. And the verse that I specifically want to focus on comes from Luke chapter 5, verse 16, where Jesus is talking, and it says, it's describing Jesus, and it says, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." You see, Jesus needed that alone time, just by himself, just to spend with his Father, both to rejuvenate himself from the spiritual work that he was doing, but also just to take care of himself, in order to be happy, in order to be able to help other people, he himself needed to be okay. And this is a lesson that I think that we need to preach more of today, that we need to take time of self-care, to take care of ourselves in order for us to be able to help other people. And so that's the lesson that I want to leave with you guys today. As always, I'm Nature Boy, and until next time, don't forget to go out and explore God's nature.
My God loves me, and all the wonders I see. The rainbow shines through my window. My God loves me. My God loves you, and Jesus died for you too. The rainbow shines through my window. My God loves you. My God loves us, and we love you, Jesus. The rainbow
My God does love me. He loves you too. And I'm so excited to listen as Isaac shares a testimony of how he experienced God's love.
Hey everybody, Isaac here, back again with a little thought for you guys. I'm just going to share some stories with you. One of them is from very recently, when I was in choir in college. The teacher for choir demanded a lot of respect, and she wanted everyone to make sure they were right on time for rehearsals and performances, not really any exceptions. And so one day I actually forgot all about rehearsal, and it was right before a performance. In fact, I forgot about it so much that I didn't even make the rehearsal. I was mortified. I thought I was going to get in a lot of trouble, and I knew that my grade would suffer for it, and I was afraid. I didn't want that to happen. But the next day I talked with her, and she forgave me. She gave me mercy that I didn't really deserve. I deserved some punishment on my grade, but she extended grace to me, and she told me that, hey Isaac, you've been really good in class, and I know the type of person you are. If you had remembered to come, you definitely would have come, but things happen, and it is okay. And that day I was really busy, and I had a lot of things on my mind, and I forgot. And I'm so thankful that she showed me grace. Now, another story where grace is extended, but in a much more serious sense, I'm going to talk to you guys about the story of David and Saul in the cave. So in this story, Saul is chasing David and his men through the desert. David stops in a cave to rest. All his men rest in the cave. And Saul shows up later, not knowing that David is in the cave, and goes into the cave to rest as well. Well, Saul falls asleep, but David and his men are wide awake and alert. They come up to Saul, and many of them urge David to kill Saul. But David says, no, I'm not going to kill Saul. Later, Saul comes out of the cave, and David confronts Saul from a distance. This is what he says. He's talking to Saul here. He says, look, my father, at what I have in my hand. It is a piece of hem of your robe. I cut it off, but I didn't kill you. This proves that I am not trying to harm you, and that I have not sinned against you, even though you have been hunting for me to kill me. Wow, what grace and mercy. He showed Saul, someone who is coming after him and his men, trying to kill him, mercy and grace. A lot of times we look at this story and think to ourselves, man, as Christians we need to be forgiving like David. We need to extend grace to our enemies. But I'm going to kind of flip the story a little bit. A lot of the times we are Saul and David is God. A lot of times we turn our backs on God. We chase after him with the intent of hurting him. We hurt God sometimes. But I want you all to remember that God still loves you, even when you turn your back on him. Even when you are putting maybe him and the people that he works with in danger. Maybe it's not quite as serious as it may seem, but we may hurt God and we may deserve some sort of repercussion or some sort of punishment. But God doesn't work that way. He loves us for who we are, and he is more than willing to show us grace and mercy. I have a text from John that I think illustrates this point well. 1 John 4:11 through 12. It says, "Dear friends, since God loves us that much, we surely ought to love each other. No one has ever seen God, but if we love each other, God lives in us, and his love is brought to full expression in us." Wow, God's love in us when we love others. I challenge you to take this into your daily life and show love to others, maybe that don't quite deserve it. And you may see and you may figure out that love changes things, and love can be a powerful weapon and a tool to help others and to grow others and to help others. Thank you guys so much for listening. That's been my talk. Bye.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me with you. Thanks for spending your time with us. That'll be all for today. We'll see you on the next Daily Jolt.